got her treat over there. And it's about lunchtime, so we're gonna make her a little treat that I don't eat, but she does, so she doesn't get to have it often because, I mean, if I don't eat it, I don't cook it. So we're gonna make her a special little treat for today and help her get through her school day. So I am going to make her some little mini corn dogs. I have some Jiffy corn mix. Now you can make your own cornbread mix if you want, but I'm going for simplicity and speed. We're going to pour in 1 whole box of Jiffy corn mix. I'm going to add a large egg and 1/3 cup of milk. I'm just going to mix this all together. We're going to let this sit while we get our little smokies on our skewers and our oil heating up. Okay, so I'm taking our skewers, just going to push on one of these little smokies until I feel it there. I feel it at the end, and we're just going to dunk it. And I'm just going to let them kind of sit in there for a minute while that heats up. I may have to dunk them again, probably, but this way I can get them started and be ready to go when it's time. I may have to cut off the end of my skewers to fit in my pan. If you're using a deep fryer, that's probably a lot better of a situation. And I'm making more than Ellinor will eat on her own because I'm sure Michael will want some as well. I think what I'm going to do is try to undercook some of these just slightly and see how they freeze up also. That way, if any of them want to pull some out of the freezer and flash cook them, they can. And at that point, they could probably even put them in the air fryer. So I'm just going to take all of these and give them a good spin around. And then when it comes time to actually cook them, then I'll make sure they're really well coated. So I do have the vent on, and I'm just going to go ahead and test one of them to see if our oil is ready. I just kind of gave it a little spin down so the bottom was completely covered. So it looks like we could probably let the oil heat up for another minute or so. Not quite ready for them all to go in. So I'm going to add another one in. We're just going to keep going until these are like a golden brown. So I turned my heat down just a little bit because I noticed that one getting darker than I wanted pretty quick, but they look super cute, like little lollipops. I'll let Ellinor be the judge on how good these are. I might try one. I probably will because even though I don't like corn dogs, I tell the kids every now and again, you got to try it just to see. So let's get the next round going. Alright, y'all. So we're getting Sissy's plate loaded up. We'll give her probably, let's do 3 little corn dogs. And she likes this gross ketchup. I don't like ketchup at all, but she loves ketchup, so we're going to give her some ketchup with her corn dogs and see if she can pause for a second and give us a taste review. Might be a little hot. It's got cheese in it. Are they good? Yeah? You don't even need the ketchup? Ooh. So can you give us a taste review? 10 out of 10 or? Yeah? Alright. Enjoy your lunch. Okay, y'all, so I'm going to taste one since she didn't give me a whole lot to go on, except that she likes them. But I'm going to add a little bit of mustard to mine. Not bad. I like the crispy batter. I still don't like corn dogs, though. I can tell you. It's not, it tastes exactly like a corn dog to me, but it's just not my cup of tea. But I love this crispy mixed with the soft texture of the batter. Turned out really good. Alright y'all, so we have some chicken thighs that I need to use up for tonight. And I figured I'd stick to this same kind of trend of everything on a stick and do that for dinner tonight. So we're going to have some lemon pepper chicken skewers. So I've got I think I've got 5 chicken thighs down in this bowl, and we're just going to season it up and let this marinate until it's time for dinner. So we need about a teaspoon of salt, and don't worry, we are going to mix this all around. About a teaspoon of black pepper, a little bit of paprika, maybe about a 1/4 teaspoon, a heaping tablespoon of garlic, about a tablespoon of olive oil, and the zest of 1 lemon. Now when you're doing your lemon, just remember, don't go too far down. That white starts to get bitter. And this is quite a large lemon, so if yours isn't quite this big, that's okay. I'm going to get it all in here. Now don't throw this lemon away, because we're going to use the juice of it for our sauce in just a little bit. But we just want to get this marinating. We're going to put it back in the fridge at least for 4 hours. And it's a little after 2 now, so it'll be perfect for dinner time, because these don't take long to cook at all. I'm going to see if I can get a little more zest. I think I wasted a ton of it on the counter. So you can get in here with your hands if you want to. I was trying not to do it with my hands and not to use a larger bowl. You see, I'm kind of fighting that. This is our leftover chicken thighs from us making dinner last night. But you do want to make sure the seasonings are very evenly mixed. So I'm actually going to get in here with my hands and get this all rubbed into there. I'm just going to cover this, put it back in the fridge, and we will see y'all back when it's time to get dinner going. Don't throw this away. Okay y'all, so my board is a little dirty because I just cut up some potatoes and squash, but we're just loosening up our lemon, and we're going to make the glaze for our chicken before we cut up our chicken on the board. That way I don't have to clean 2 cutting boards. So I have half a stick of butter that's almost all the way melted. We're going to add in the juice of 1 lemon. So I didn't want to have to fish out seeds, but I do. So just take a fork and they'll come right out. Maybe you can get them not falling between the tines. To this, we're going to add just a little bit of sugar, maybe about 1/4 teaspoon. And then just the same ingredients that we put on our chicken. We're going to do about a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of pepper, and about a teaspoon of paprika. I'm going to mix this all around and set it to the side. We don't need this until the chicken is all done, but I wanted to use the cutting board to slice my lemon. So as you can hear, I have my air fryer preheating at 400. I've had this chicken sitting out for about 10 minutes now, and we're just going to slice it up and pack it on our skewers. One of our chicken thighs, and we just want these in even size little cubes. So I'm just going to take it and roll it onto my skewer. And you want to really pack these in there. So push it in nice and close. Chicken thighs aren't as nicely shaped as chicken breasts, but I promise you the flavor will be better when you use chicken thighs. And once we have a couple of these skewers done, we're going to go ahead and pop them in the air fryer for about 8 minutes on this side, and then we'll flip them. And give you a little sneak peek at what they look like inside. Oh, they're almost done. So while our second round of chicken is in the air fryer, we're just going to brush our seasoning on top of the chicken that just came out. And I want some of these big butter chunks.
Chicken on a stick?
Yes, sir.
Yeah!
You getting ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, y'all, we're going to flip these over because we want this butter mixture to get all in all those nooks and crannies. But really baste it on. Look how yummy. That part kind of slipped away. It obviously wasn't packed in there. We're going to taste test this little nugget. Ooh, ooh, hot. Ooh, I love that lemon. I am going to give just a little bit more salt. I'm going to put a little more in here so that whenever those come out, they have it too. But oh my goodness, y'all. That lemon is divine. I'm going to go ahead and get the kids loaded up with some potatoes and squash and their little chicken skewers so they can start eating because they are ready. And that's dinner, y'all.